The Astros get straight A's against the A's as they sweep a 4-game series against them at Minute Maid Park this week in light of a pretty big storm that hit Houston on Thursday night, which did not stop the sweep from happening. We've got a lot to unpack from this series. Spencer Arrighetti getting his first Major League win, Joey Loperfido getting his first big league home run, all that and so much more coming up next. How sweep it is. The Astros get their first 4-game sweep of the season, their first since May of 2022, and also have won 5 straight, entering play on Friday, which is their longest win streak so far of the year, their longest such since last August. But well, let's break it down. But first off, before we do that, let me address the elephant in the room as far as why it's so weird in here. Like I said at the beginning of this video, we had a pretty big storm hit us last night, and I do not have power. But thankfully, I do not need power or internet to record this video, although depending on when you guys are seeing it, might remain a mystery, just because, you know, I do still need internet to upload it, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, let's talk about the series. So, starting off with the first game, Spencer Arrighetti was getting what could potentially be his last start in the big leagues. His time in the big leagues might be numbered with Jose Urquidy, possibly on the way back. But he got his first major league win this game. And so, you know, it's finally nice for him to get that out of the way. And Bregman in this game went 3 for 3 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs, giving him 8 hits in his past 5 games. But Bregman would end up going on an absolute tear in this series because, I mean, he stated he just went back to hitting basics to basically just go back to where he was before. And, I mean, now it's kind of incentivizing that the Astros really should try to extend him, even though it's probably not going to happen. But diving into the scoring of this game, Pena Pena had some heads-up base running. He got the scoring started in the bottom of the second, and then an RBI double by Kyle Tucker made it 3-0 Astros 1 inning later. And then both teams eventually would trade blows across the next inning and a half. Yeah, Bregman's home run made it 2-0 Astros at that point, and then Tyler Soderstrom, the A's first baseman, I believe, he batted home Brett Rooker to make it 2-1 Astros at that point. Then we go to the 5th inning, where we have former Astro Abraham Toro drawing a walk, and then J.J. Bleedley for the A's would then double him home after he stole second base to make it 3-2 Astros, I believe. The Astros at no point trailed in this game, but either way, the A's would fail to give the Astros really any breathing room until the 7th inning before Bregman hit his second home run of the night to make it 4-2, and then Altuve added on to that with an RBI single. Then we go to the 8th inning where the Astros would eventually just tee off against the A's to make scoring 4 times to make it 9-2 entering the 9th inning, and that would end up being the final score of this game. Astros win 9-2. Game 2 was kind of more a similar result to Game 1. An Alex Bregman home run got things started, his 3rd home run this series, and I was at this game nicely because I actually got some free tickets from an STH friend of my besties, I guess. She and I went to this game, and a friend of her mom's had tickets for this game. They're season ticket holders that they generously gave to us, and I did get a reaction video for you guys. I'm still working on it, but it will likely not be going up until this weekend or so. Could be after this weekend. It all depends on when I get power back. But I promise you guys there will be a reaction video for it. I can't wait to share it with you guys. But this game was a rather eventful game because Ronel Blanco, in the 4th inning, he actually ended up getting ejected for the use of foreign substances, and then Major League Baseball handed down a 10-game suspension for him, and Ronel Blanco did state that he will not appeal, so it goes into effect, I believe, as of Wednesday, I think. But yeah, he got ejected for possession of use of a foreign substance. I believe it was rosin on his glove, which he's not allowed to have there. He's allowed to have it on his throwing arm, and that's just so that pitchers can get a better grip on the baseball as they throw it. But that's not allowed to be anywhere else on your body. And Ronel Blanco did say he didn't have knowledge of that rule, which, I mean, I guess that's okay. It's kind of on him. Like, you know, pitchers are told what they are and are not allowed to use. But I honestly think it's just total bullshit that he got ejected over that because on this very same night, another Major League Baseball game between the LA Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants, Yamamoto was granted permission to swap out his glove, but Ronel Blanco, on the other hand, he wasn't even given permission to swap anything at all, and he was just tossed from the game, and that was that. I mean, the rules behind this are just pathetic. Maybe it's just because MLB hates the Astros and the whole cheating scandal and all that. And there, of course, are a bunch of cheating headlines going on after this. And, I mean, they're thinking Real Blanco's no-hitter should just be negated. But I don't think so. Like, I mean, these guys out there are saying that. I think they're just a bunch of crybabies. And, I mean, they can just gripe on the Astros all they want, but they're not going to get anything to go their way. But despite all that drama, the Astros would get the last word in this game, as despite Ryan Presley blowing the save, as, I mean, obviously, he could not come in to protect a 1-0 lead. Because I think an RBI single by Brent Rooker would tie this game up at 1, and that would be what the score would be going into Manfred innings. But Josh Hader came in the clutch once again as he, for the second time this season, pitched a 2-inning game to keep the score right where it was, including a scoreless 10th inning, which is a first for the Astros all season, which would set the table nicely for the Astros as Victor Caratini, who came off the bench and delivered a walk-off RBI single, and which gives the Astros their second walk-off win of the season. Both of their walk-off wins have come in Manfred innings, and also both of them have come courtesy of Victor Caratini. Also, and both of those wins also have come off the bench. Victor Caratini is literally our good luck charm off the bench. Anyway, so, and yeah, like I said, there will be a reaction video for this series. I promise you guys on that. I mean, I'm going to hope to get it posted soon, but until I get power back, it's probably going to be on hold, so we'll see. Anyway, going into Game 3, so Framber Valdez went 7 shutout innings. The Astros starting pitching throughout this series was phenomenal. Like, when the Astros starting rotation finally gets healthy, they start performing like this, and this is proof of that. So he went 7 shutout innings as the Astros turned 3 double plays behind him, including one in the 9th inning to end the game. As and Framber Valdez's outing would loom huge because the Astros bullpen would enter this game shorthanded because of how many innings they had to cover last night with Ronel Blanco's ejection. But Seth Martinez would end up getting the final 6 outs, although not before he snapped the shutout. But the Astros would then score 2 runs in the first inning, and that would basically be all the offense that the Astros would need throughout this game. The Astros did not trail at any point during any of these games in this 4-game series. And these are exactly the kinds of wins that we need to be stringing together. So, yeah, the Astros ended up winning this game, I think, 3-0 or something like that. I don't remember what the final score was. I don't have service, so I can't pull it up anyway. But yeah, going into the series finale here, the night that the big storm hit, I mean, despite this big storm, it would not delay the game by any means. Rain did seep inside the ballpark, but that didn't stop it, even with the roof closed. But let's talk about it. So Javier threw 6 scoreless innings. He didn't last as long as Framber Valdez did the night before, but that's okay. Now, I mean, I didn't really get a lot of notes on this game other than the fact that, you know, Javier threw 6 scoreless innings. Joey Loperfido, who the Astros had made his debut, I believe, earlier this month against Cleveland, so a couple of weeks ago at this point, he finally got on the board with his first big league home run to cap a 6-run third inning for the Astros, and the Astros would end up winning this game by a final score of 8-1. And the Astros also in the process are now alone in 3rd place in the AL West. It's still a tough climb. It's still a very tough road ahead of them as they've got the Rangers and Mariners ahead of them, separated by at least 5 games. So we still got a lot of work to do if we want to get close to that. But this game overall, it was a very good game. So, I mean, despite the Astros having some scoring opportunities in the first couple of innings, they failed to push any runs across until the 3rd inning or so. So, I guess 3rd times is the charm. But what overall, dude, this was a very good series. Getting a series sweep against the Oakland Athletics, a team who is not as good as you. Yes, they were coming into the series ahead of you in the standings, and they have been playing some good baseball. But at the same time, coming into this series, like, they had scored most of their runs via home runs. And so, you know, Astros pitchers know if you can prevent them from hitting home runs, then, you know, more than likely you're going to deny them any scoring opportunities if they can't even get runners on base by some other means. But, I mean, so this is a very good game plan for this series. Good series sweep, good momentum. All around, it's just good vibes for this team. Next up for the Astros, they will be playing host to the Milwaukee Brewers for 3 games. The Brewers are a very good team, so, I mean, we should be going into this series with the same intensity and pretty much play the same way against the Brewers as we did against the A's. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys putting up with me through this. And for those of you guys for those of my fellow Houstonians, hope you guys stayed safe after what happened last night. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, like I said. Until next time, and stay safe out there.